I'm Miko and I rock the vote. Why do you rock the vote?
If this is your first time voting, as the first time I had the chance to vote, I didn't. So I definitely recommend you going out and voting. And whether it's for the left or the right or the middle or the right outfield or center field or whatever, come up with your own party. Start your own party.
I think voting's really important. I have way too many friends that decide not to vote because they're always like, man, my voice doesn't count. And I think it's easy to feel that way, but
yeah, and they're usually the ones with the most important voice.
Opinion. Yeah, it seems like the people
ones that don't care as much.
Yeah,
like, end up having the great ideas.
I say vote because if you don't, then you really have no room in complaining about anything that's going on that upsets you or annoys you about, things that are happening in your community.
Coming from a young black youth standpoint, our people fought, died, and were slaves for this right, so I think that it's only right that you take advantage of what they fought for and what they marched for and what they went to jail for and what they died for. So
every vote counts, and I know everybody says that, but it's true. It really is. You want to make a difference, do it.
Just take the time to figure out, in your particular area, your city, your community, whatever, who's representing you, and just who's better of the two for you. It's really simple. It takes a little bit of research to just see who you agree with.
Look at all the people across the Middle East who are just gasping for any say in anything, and they're mobilizing, and we have what they want, so we have to use our voice. We have to get involved.
Apathy, I think apathy is a pretty terrible thing when it comes to voting, especially if you want something to change, even if you feel like your voice is very minimal, you need to do something about it.
Last year was the first time I voted, during the presidential election, and I just want to continue the habit. I want to be more involved. It's more than just sitting at home and watching everything on CNN. I kind of gotta get out here and make my presence felt if any change is gonna be made. Because a lot of people just sit and talk about it.
The right to vote is everything. Not only is it the chance to get your representatives elected and make your voice heard, but it's also a way to send a message that you are voting and pressure the guys that are already up there governing. Pressure them to get done what you need to get done.
Special note, make sure you're voting in your local elections, because a lot of times those are the ones where you can make the most change the fastest.
The first time I voted, it was really confusing, and I think what helped that confusion was talking to my parents and having them explain the different bills and ballot points that I needed to pay attention to.
The population is growing, the youth population is growing, and so if you don't get out and let your voice be heard, it's just not, you're not going to be able to enact any kind of change. You're not going to be able to do what you want, so it's incredibly important.
And just getting aware, it's actually really fun. I think a lot of people think that learning about the issues is kind of boring, and it's like a turnoff, but it's actually really fun. I don't know, really basic thing, just check Google News every day. It's not that hard, and it's really good to just stay in touch with what's going on in your world,
Say do it, man. I mean, if you're going to get out there, you want your voice to be heard, you want your opinion to be counted, and you want a voice in the world, yeah, you must get out there and vote, no matter what. Still, get out there and vote, for sure.